I am tired of watching serious action films where physics doesn't exist.
Hey boy, pump it up. Hey yo, pump it up. Hey boy.
Tired of fireworks that makes grown men look like they are on trampolines. Tired of money shots that sacrifice the entire fight sequence just to make the hero look good in one frame. I am tired of Indian action cinema treating audiences like we can't handle realism. But then Dhurandhar happened, and suddenly the same audiences who made Pathan, Jawan, KGF, and Animal massive hits, audiences supposedly only wanting mass entertainment,
ओ भाई क्या मस्त फाइट करता है भाई
packed theaters for a film that treated them like adults. This is the sweet spot Indian cinema has been avoiding for decades. Commercial action that's also realistic. And it proves something crucial. Realism isn't the enemy of commercial success. Bad filmmaking is. Dhurandhar isn't the first Indian film to attempt grounded spy action. We have had D-Day, Baby, Naam Shabana, Madras Cafe, all tried blending realism with commercial appeal. But here's what Dhurandhar did differently. It made over 1200 plus crore. It ran in theaters not just for opening weekend but for weeks. It pulled audiences who normally only watch over the top masala. Why? Because the film understood something simple. You can have patriotism and realism. You can have commercial appeal and grounded action. You don't have to choose. Look at global action cinema. Born Identity, Ronin, Body of Lies, Extraction. These are commercial films that made hundreds of millions while showing realistic hand-to-hand combat, actual consequences, human vulnerability. John Wick, probably the most successful modern action franchise, is built on grounded gun fu. Yes, it's stylized. Yes, it's commercial. But there's weight to every punch. Physics matters. When Keanu Reeves gets hit, he feels it. That's what Indian audiences responded to in Dhurandhar. Not just the patriotism, the believability, the sense that this could actually happen, that our hero is skilled, not superhuman. And now we are seeing the industry respond. More filmmakers are attempting this blend. The question is, will they understand why it worked or just copy the surface? Let me be specific about what's broken. Indian serious action films routinely feature heroes flying 20 feet to kick someone, gravity defying flips mid fight, and wire work so obvious you can see the cables. This isn't style, this is laziness. Directors have forgotten that action sequences can make people feel beyond whistling at an entry. A well crafted fight creates fear. Will they survive? Adrenaline. Visceral skilled combat and catharsis, earned victory through technique. But you can't create these emotions when your hero defies physics. I understand why exaggerated action exists. Mythology, fantasy, escapism. Bahubali works because it leans fully into myth. Triple R works because it announces upfront this is legend, not realism. But the wire of spy universe, War, Pathan, Tiger, wants both. Marketed as gritty spy thrillers, they are actually wire work showcases where directors sacrifice entire fight sequences just to make heroes look good in two shots. That's not action filmmaking, that's fashion photography with punches. Realism doesn't mean boring. It doesn't mean no spectacle. Again, John Wick is the perfect example. That franchise is wildly commercial. Billions in box office, theme parks, spin-offs. But watch any fight sequence and notice grounded choreography. Keanu Reeves trained for months in judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, tactical shooting. When he fights, it's technically real techniques. The camera captures actual skill, not wire enhanced pantomime. John Wick gets tired, he gets hurt. By the end of fights, He's limping, bleeding, struggling. This makes his victories earned. You always know where everyone is in space. The fights have clear staging. You are not disoriented by rapid cuts, hiding the fact that actors can't actually fight. Punches have impact. Bodies react to physics. When someone gets thrown, they fall like humans, not rag dolls on wires. This is what I want from Indian action cinema. Not removal of spectacle, elevation of it through craft. Our actors need to struggle, real struggle, not looking intense while wires do the work. Actual physical performance that shows on screen. So why doesn't Bollywood do this more often? Indian cinema is built on the hero system. The star must look invincible, making them vulnerable, showing them actually struggle, get hurt, fail before succeeding, threatens the image. But this is short sighted. Audiences don't want invincibility, they want earned victory. Tom Cruise hanging off planes is thrilling because we know he is actually doing it. The danger is real, so the triumph is real. It's easier to hide poor choreography with wire work and rapid cuts than to actually stage a coherent fight. Siddharth Anand style directors take the easy route. Make it flashy, make it fast. Hope audiences don't notice it makes no sense. The assumption is mass audiences want larger than life spectacle, but Dhurandhar's success proves that false. The same audiences who made KGF and Jawan hits also made Dhurandhar a hit. They are not asking for realism or spectacle. They want both. Many Indian fight choreographers come from circus or stunt backgrounds, where wire work is standard. They are trained for visual tricks, not martial realism. We need choreographers from martial arts background, people who understand combat mechanics. Here's what directors forget. Action sequences aren't just spectacle, they are storytelling. A great fight reveals character, shows growth, creates emotional catharsis. Think about the Raid films. The fights are brutal, grounded, realistic, but they are also emotionally devastating. You feel every punch because you are invested in whether the protagonist survives. Think about Casino Royale's Parker Chase. Bond isn't superhuman. He's struggling to keep up with more skilled opponent. That struggle makes his eventual victory satisfying. Even in Indian cinema, when we get it right, it's powerful. The interrogation scene in Madras Cafe, the cross-border raid in Uri, suspense through realism. These moments work because they respect physics, human limitations, and emotional stakes. But most Indian action films give us hero enters, music swells, 30 goons attack, hero defeats them without breaking a sweat. Hair perfectly styled, there's no fear, no adrenaline, no catharsis, just empty spectacle. So what did Dhurandhar do right? The fight sequences felt painful. Actual contact, actual consequences. Strategic combat. The action wasn't random. Characters used their environment, made tactical decisions. It felt like watching skilled operators, not superheroes. The protagonist could fail, did fail, multiple times. This created actual stakes. You worried whether he would survive. The violence had meaning. It wasn't spectacle for spectacle's sake. Each action sequence advanced character or plot. This is the template. This is how you make commercial action cinema that's also good. Dhurandhar proved something crucial. Indian audiences are smart enough for realism. They don't need wire work and physics defined heroics. They want skilled actors doing believable stunts in emotionally resonant sequences. I hope, genuinely hope, that directors in the coming years learn the right lessons from Dhurandhar's success. Don't just copy the patriotism angle. Don't just make gritty spy films. Learn to craft action. Hire martial artists as choreographers, not circus performers. Train your actors for real. Respect physics. Indian audiences deserve better than corny over the top action that insults their intelligence. Dhurandhar proved we can have commercial success and technical craft and emotional impact and emotional depth. And I'm begging filmmakers, please let action make us feel something beyond whistles.